Hello, my name is Catherine and I'm the physical therapist assistant on staff here at the Spring Arbor University Physical Therapy Clinic. And this is Mitch, our PT, and
Hi.
he's going to be demonstrating today an exercise called triplane punches.
Why would I do that? Why would I do that exercise?
This is a really good exercise for strengthening, specifically the shoulders.
Oh, my shoulders.
Yes, for strengthening your shoulders. So in this exercise, we're going to be punching in several different directions. The first one that I want you working on is punching straight forward. So I want you to stand with a good shoulder width apart kind of stance. You can stand up nice and tall, it's okay. And I want you punching straight forward. All right, nice and slow. What I want you to do is almost like a pushing motion, straight forward, slow and controlled, at the same height as your shoulders.
Okay.
We're going to do 10 repetitions per side.
Oh, that's a lot.
Now, we've chosen this weight for you right now based on where you're at in therapy, but if at any point in time during this exercise it becomes painful or too difficult to do, then we need to decrease the weight.
Okay, my shoulders bother me.
Your shoulders done?
Yes.
And you get to move to these ones
No,
right
the
here.
pink ones. Oh, jeez.
Okay, pink is power right there.
That's horrible.
All right, so as you can see, we do a lot of motions in our day-to-day activities that would require us to be able to reach straight out in front. And so it's important to be nice and centered. I'm sure we've already gone over shoulder centering prior to this exercise.
So we don't want to be like this.
Yeah, that's definitely not good.
We want to make sure our chest is up, shoulders are back, and punch like that. Yeah.
Punching straight forward.
Yeah, there we go.
So once you complete 10 punches to the front, then we're going to punch straight out to the side. That's more of an angle.
Okay.
Pretty close though. Okay, so as you can see here, straight out to the side, still slow and controlled.
Mm-hmm.
If you need to take a little break in between the different directions of punches, that's okay.
Okay.
Again, another functional.
Another one's a crossover one.
Yeah, another one.
Just like that.
Just like that. I'm sure to stand here the entire time, give you a visual.
Yes.
Okay.
So we just want to make sure this is the midline of the body. So we just want to make sure the hand comes across. And if you want to rotate a little bit, you can rotate a little bit too. Just making sure your hand crosses over midline. That is a crossover punch.
And the final punch is actually turning, reaching behind at an angle, and punching controlled. So he's doing a great job of turning. What I don't want to see is some blind punch, just throwing your arm back. That's not doing anything. Perfect.
Good.
All right.
And then overhead punches too.
We can do overhead.
Let's do overhead punches too.
Let's do it.
We'll combine it all together.
Okay. So for this final
Punching.
punching,
We're going to do overhead punching.
Okay,
Yes.
go overhead.
Good. Yes.
So go ahead and
So here we go. We're demoing the overhead punch.
And as you can see, his palms are facing towards him.
This causes people to move more in what we call the sagittal plane of motion. And so it works a certain angle of the shoulder and certain muscles. Yeah.
Very good. And then we switch, palms out, and repeat.
And this angle actually works a little bit more in the frontal plane. So it just works a little bit different with the muscles. Changes the shoulder angle and the rotation of the shoulder. So it's kind of a different angle. It's nice. It's a nice movement.
And so you mentioned frontal plane, you mentioned sagittal plane.
Yes.
All that's talking about is sagittal plane is movements front to back, frontal plane is movements side to side, and that transverse plane is movements in a twisting motion.
Twisting motion.
And we move in all three in a regular day.
We do. So the last one for the overhead is crossing across. This would be the rotational movement, which would be the transverse plane. So we can do that. And we could do high overhead transverse plane.
Oh, you're
punch
getting
like that.
creative.
I know, we're getting
really
fancy.
creative.
We're getting fancy. There we go. So that covers all of them. How about that?
Yeah, seems doable.
So we start off with like 10. You want to try doing 10 to each side and work through all of those different punches. That's a good goal to work towards. If you can't do 10, then just go cut back and wait a little bit so you can accomplish that. I think that's it for repetitions. Anything else we need to add?
How often should they do this every day?
So that's a great question. So actually, I'd like you to do it every day. That's kind of the plan.
Just once a day?
Just once a day. That's all you have to do.
Perfect.
And you can break it up throughout the day. So if on the 5th one, it feels like, ooh, boy, there's a little bit of a soreness going on there, you can stop, and then you can do 5 of each one of them later in the day. So you can break this up throughout the day. Yeah.
Very convenient.
I think we covered it.
I think we did.
All right. Do you guys know how to do it? Good. I'm glad you guys do.
All right. So that's our shoulder triplane punches. Thanks for tuning in.